Did you see ESPN throw Jemele Hill and Michael Smith under the bus? I got to give credit to ESPN here. If you remember the first Woke Center, it was Woke Center PM, and it was on at 6 p.m. Eastern, and the ratings tanked and everything fell apart, and Michael Smith and Jemele Hill both got fired. Well, this is wild. ESPN, in a PR release, they announced that Stephen A. Smith was going to be hosting SportsCenter soon, and they buried in that article a absolute decapitation of Jemele Hill and Michael Smith. It says April's 6 p.m. SportsCenter has grown 9% over last year, and the growth for April followed a 4% year-over-year rise in viewership for March. Ever since they pulled Michael Smith and Jemele Hill off of 6 p.m. Woke Center, the ratings have skyrocketed. This is an amazing detail, though. I never remember seeing this before, where a company took a shot at somebody else who used to work at that same company. I've never seen anything like it before. It is mind-blowing to me. Credit to ESPN. They are trying to create as much space between their corporate structure and Jemele Hill and Michael Smith and the disaster of the 6 p.m. SportsCenter as possible. But this proves my point that I've been arguing for a long time, which is Woke Center is bad business. The other thing is AM Woke Center is down 18% over last year's ratings. So Woke Center isn't just awful in terms of its obsession with mixing politics and sports. I don't mind mixing politics and sports, but I think if you're going to do it, you have to be even-handed. You have to mix left-wing politics and sports and right-wing politics and sports. If I were ESPN, I would have a no political talk policy. But if you were going to do it, it makes no sense whatsoever to take this path of trying to have politics mixed with sports at all. Makes zero sense. Go with either a balanced perspective where you have left and right wings, or don't mix politics at all. The viewer doesn't want it, and they certainly don't want it in the morning, and they certainly don't want it when they're expecting sports news, and instead they get everybody who's conservative fired, like Kurt Schilling, and everybody who's liberal, like Jemele Hill, gets rewarded.